Good afternoon. This is Elizabeth here again today. I'm making a bucket hat. I have made quite a few of these. I started making them 3 years ago, and I make them to sell, and I make them to wear as well. This is my own personal one. I think this is one of the very first ones I made. I got this fabric from a friend whose mother was tidying up, and it's a really beautiful fabric, and it worked just for me. And it's a double-sided one. I can wear it either side I want, so I wear this one a lot. And I wore this one this morning. Actually, this is a new one, and it is for sale, but I tried it out this morning, and I like it very much. But today I am making one because I wear braids quite a lot. I have my hair braided quite a lot, but in the summer, spring, summer, when the sun starts shining, I wear hats all the time. And the reason for that is that I want to protect my skin. Now, I don't normally use all these face creams, night cream, day cream, and whatnot. I just never have, and I don't think I will. I am a shea butter kind of girl. I grew up in the Gambia. I used shea butter most of my life. There was a time I used Palmer's coconut butter cream often, but I reverted back to using shea butter the last, I don't know, 5 years or so. And I make my own cream. I mix shea butter with coconut butter and almond oil. Sometimes I put in some jojoba. Yeah, so I use that, and I use it all over me, my face, and everything. So yeah, but that's just me. Then I just find that in the summer I want to protect my face. I am not 25 anymore, and I think it's important to protect our skins, and so I do that, and I wear a hat. But because I wear braids often, I find sometimes I have a thing at the back of my head. It bothers me. So I am making a bucket hat today with a hole in the back for my ponytail braids. I've not done that before. What I have done before is that I have made this one. I dyed this fabric, by the way, and it's lined with this lovely wax, African wax. And so I made this one last year. It was supposed to be for me, but it doesn't fit. It's too small. I have a big head and with braids on top of it. So it's really nice, but it doesn't fit me. So I have gone and cut another one out, and I am going to, and in any case, not just that it doesn't fit, but I decided I don't like that the back is open here. Makes me look like old woman somehow. So what I am going to do this time round, the brim is not going to be cut in, it's going to just continue, but I want to have this hole on the top to put my braid out. So where we see, I've not done that before. I'm using a pattern that I once got, free pattern that I once got online, and printed out and cut. And so I am going to how do they say that, modify it and create this hole so that I can stick my braids out. So we'll see how that goes. What I am using today for this is this lovely, this is also an African wax print. I bought this fabric when I was home in the Gambia a couple of years ago, or last year actually, and I made a beautiful pair of pants with it, which I will wear now that the spring summer is coming. I have a little bit left. I was going to make a top, but when I went to look for some fabric for my new bucket hat, I thought, oh, that actually would be nice. So I have used it. and I still have some. Will not be enough to make a top anymore, but yeah, anyway, I think it will make a lovely hat. So that is what is going to happen. So I'm going to start sewing. I have cut all of my fabric now, and I have ironed I use Decraville light for my brim, because I do want to give good support to my bucket hat. So that's what I have done. Only on one side. I'm going to line it with some black fabric, and this is kind of like a heavy, kind of like a canvas, not very heavy, but it's a canvas fabric that I am using for the lining. So yeah, let's sew and see how we go. It shouldn't be a difficult project. So, and I hope I do not have to stop often to go and do something. It's my laundry day today, so I am washing. This weather is beautiful, so I am hanging outside on my balcony. So if you hear some heavy movement, it's my washing machine doing its thing. But yeah, you'll see. There are lots of different bucket hats patterns out there. I do use a pattern for this because yeah, I think I need to. So I downloaded this one on a free pattern, and then I printed it out, cut it out. But I am looking, actually, I did buy a book with different kinds of hats on it, and last year I copied one of the patterns to it's in German, and that's besides the point in any case. But I copied one of the patterns and I made a hat, and I don't know, maybe I printed the pattern out wrong, but I wasn't very pleased with what I got. So yeah, I am on the lookout all the time for patterns for hats. So yeah, I did find one the other day when I was looking online, but it's a printable, it's not, it's a paper pattern. I just need to go to the shop and get it. What I'm doing at the moment is just putting all the bits together. I have put that, this is the lining, and then I'm going to now do the outer. I think it'll be a lovely one. I am doing that today because tomorrow I am at a market the whole day and it's outside and it's going to be a nice weather tomorrow. I could use this one that I have already again, or my white one that I have used very much, but I just thought, yeah, I wanted to try out and do this one now and see how it goes. If this one is finished and it's good, I will wear my new hat to the market tomorrow. I have on Instagram posted all of the hats that I have made over the years. I try to document everything what I make, and even if I'm going to sell it, I want to just be able to keep a record of, which is yeah, I guess the more I do, I don't know how I will continue to do that, but yeah. Now I've ironed the decreville on the outer fabric, which is the lighter fabric anyway, because the lining is, like I said, it's a canvas, kind of a light canvas, and it's thick enough. So I decided to, and this is my outside, this is probably what I will use as the outside of the hat most of the time. It is going to be a double-sided, so I can wear it inside and outside, but yeah, so that is why. Now I am going to top stitch the seams here, because I think it just makes it look very nice and tidy. So I normally do that when I am making hats. I use my finger to press down the seam flat so that I can just stitch it down. Yeah, the weather is doing some crazy things here. We had a really cold beginning of the week, wind and everything, and this morning was already quite fresh. Now it's sunny and warm enough to hang laundry outside, and apparently tomorrow is going to be really warm, and Sunday even warmer. So yeah, here in Switzerland we say April does what it wants, and I guess that's what it is. It could be nice and warm on Sunday, and then on Monday morning it should be rain, and by Tuesday to be cold again. So but I'm just very happy and very grateful that I will have warm weather for my market tomorrow. It's really nice. So I have sewn the brim together. I have top stitched it, so I'm going to top stitch the rest of the pieces and then continue to, then I will start attaching everything together. I find that the big thing about making bucket hats for me, the thing that takes most of the time and work, is really just the cutting of the pattern out and all the ironing and everything. But once you sit down and have everything together, it's actually quite a quick, easy project. Mind you, I haven't cut out the hole on the back yet. I'm just going to put all these pieces first together, and then I will measure, put it see how way I want to put my hole. I mean, on the back, of course, but yeah. There we go. That is now the rim here. So So that's all the top stitching. There are some words that just sometimes difficult to just twist your tongue around. That is all the top stitching done. I am going to attach my label, and I think I'll use this one. I'm going to put this one on. It fits the fabric. It's not bright and bold and brassy. I think it's okay. Let's see. I think no. First I go and cut out that hole that I want to. Maybe not. I will first attach my top, and then move my machine so that I can do the pinning here. Good. So the top it's the same fabric, but the rim and the brim are black and this fabric, so I'm going to try and interchange them so I get a nice shape or something like that. Okay. It's always good to really center your pieces as you start attaching. I'm just going to knips this one. There we go. Oops, I just turned the thing off there without thinking. Anyway, what I meant was I'm going to snip a tiny piece on the top so I find the center. Sometimes I find that I use words that I use German words in my, or Swiss German words rather, when I'm talking. Lazy. There we go. That's the center of that. And this one I fold in the middle. Snip there. Fold it in 4 quarters to find the center of the 4 sides. There, do the same here. This fabric it's a little bit difficult to really find the right side to the fabric. It doesn't really matter very much for a hat, but yeah, so I have to look very carefully. So that is done. Now we start the business of pinning all of these together. So I'm going to pin this one on that here. With hats, I find I need to use quite a lot of pins because I do want to hold everything down nicely and see that it's really fitting very well before I start sewing. Saves me a lot of trouble. And yeah, there are lots of things I don't stress about when I sew. Bags especially, just, easy bags. But hats are a whole different story for me. I suppose we all have our challenges now when we're making the things that we find easy, or the things that we do not struggle about, and the things that we do struggle with. And yeah, with hats, I need to really pay more attention to detail than otherwise. So that is all nice and pinned. I'm going to now pin the other one. And I can find the top. You know what happened here, eh? Ah, I think this is what I need to do. Now I see it. Actually, here we go. For a minute, I lost my train of thoughts. Got a bit confused now. I don't know what I was looking for. Okay, so that is going to be attached to this one. I've gone ahead and cut the 4 corners, and now I need to find the beautiful side. Crazy. I think it's this side here. Anyway, turn it inside out. Oh, happy day. There we go. So first pin the 4 corners, and then it's a lot easier to then continue doing the rest. am really trying to make sure that my edges are all really meeting where they need to, because that really helps it to come all together very nicely without too much difficulty. So I'm going to now just start sewing this one together. I'm just sewing very slowly because this is a very you know, when everything is so butched together, it's good to take time. See? I just got some fabric going funny here. This is where I may have to snip one side so that I can fit the rest of it nicely in there. Just give it a snip on the edges so that you can kind of help the fabric to lay flat. All right. Good for that. I'm going to sew this a little bit over because I sewed too close to the edge here. Good. So I'm going to snip the edges, try not to cut into my stitch, just so that I can do a nice easy turn, because I want to get a really nice clear round on the top now. So, and then I turn it. Got a pin still in there. And another one. All right. So there is that. Beautiful. So there we go. But I like that. Now I am going to top stitch around the top there. Just, I think it will make it look nice. I'm going to put my fabric in there. I'm trying to get the seam on the inside to lie flat and down. This is patient sewing, eh? But it's worth it. So here I just find that I have missed a little bit. Something happened here. All right, let's go and find that. See here, just sewing around there, I find that I did not put the edges very nicely together here, so I have an opening here. So I'm glad I found that. I'm now going to stitch that together first before I continue sewing. Back together. That's better. Good. Now we go back to our top stitching. That noise in the background is my machine doing its thing. So if you can hear it, I am sorry about the noise, but yeah, it's laundry day here. Friday is my washing day. I mean, I could wash every day of the week, but I want to have a day that I know this is my laundry day and I wash everything. And then I have my ironing day, and then it's done. Washing and ironing. I always say I don't like laundry very much. I don't like ironing actually, except for when I'm sewing. But because I want to be clean, and because I like to wear tidy clothes, and I like my family to leave my house looking nice and tidy, I have to iron. So that's just how it is. So I iron. Okay, so now I have that one. And now I'm going to put that one also together. And then we will continue. This one I will also top stitch. sugar. So that bit was easier. I will stop stitch that part of this one too. This is the other side of the rim and the top. There we go. First I will just clip the sides a little bit to make it easier to turn around. Trying not to snip into my stitch. All right, now we turn it. Now I'm going to top stitch that one too. Also with the seam lying down. So, oh, that looks good. All right, now I am going to do that circle, the little bit I want to take out here, so that I can put my braid in there. So we will see how to do that. Like I said, this was not part of the pattern. I am just modifying it, and I am just doing what I think should work, and I think it should be all right. I'm going to pin these together. There, and then I will use my chalk to draw out a nice circle before I stitch. There, I think that looks good. Good, I cut out that much. I'm going to zigzag that bit because I don't want it to fray all over the place. And so there. So I will just go and zigzag this. No, maybe not actually, because I don't want to widen the, yeah, never mind. I will start attaching my hat here, my brim. This is what I'm going to do. I will attach this one to that, and then I will attach this one to that. I think that makes it really now quite cool, because then yeah, I will have different, I think that should be okay. I have to think about this before I do it. Okay, so that, if it attaches to that, or maybe I will just do that and that, and which means then I will just have yeah, that's what I'll do. I have to go and find the corner here. Snip. Snip. Good. So attach seams to seams here nicely. decided I'm going to put these ones first together before I do the brim, before I attach the brim to it. Nice side to nice side. I am going to close this hole nicely together first. Now this is a little bit, I'm having to think about this because I've not done this like this before. And so this is kind of like me thinking as I work. And yeah. Good. I will zigzag that. I think it will be good just to give it some strength. I made a very small seam, you see, because I don't want to take too much. Good. All right, so I have that. I will now go and top stitch this nicely. Oh, my tea has gone cold here. So nice. There we go. I think it's going to be good. Move it away. what will happen here is that I will do some snips on this here where I have ironed the decor because it's quite firm and the lining is not doesn't have an iron on, so I am just going to help it so that it will give the fabric a little bit of flexibility for when I'm attaching the rim now. To give it a little bit of a stretch. So yeah, that is looking really good. I quite like that very much. Look at that. Looks very beautiful. So now I am going to attach the inner side of the rim, and then I'll do the outer side afterwards before I stitch everything together. Nicely pin all the bits. Now I just realized I didn't attach my label, so I have to take this out and do that first. I think I will put, I'm not even sure where I should put the label. I think I should put it on here, maybe on the, yeah, I'll put it on the black bit here. Put it on the back because this one actually does have a back now, so I'm going to attach it on the back. Nah, on the side maybe. I'm not quite sure. I want to put it somewhere. In some ways, I like that my label shows on the other end. On the other side, somehow it's nice if it's a little bit comes not so, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll put it on the side here. Yeah. Good. So we do that. Oh. So done. Knips, snip the edges, the fabric away. Oh, excuse me, the thread. There, so I've got my label down nicely. So now I go back and do what I was doing, pinning the brim to the rim. Some English is sometimes crazy, I tell you. Yeah, that's looking good. Very nice. Okay, now we go back and do that. That looks all right. Nice side to nice side. Start pinning. Oh, that was a quick load. Okay, there is my machine. My next load is finished. I'm just going to empty the machine and then I will come back and continue. So I had pinned all of that and sewn it once around, and I found out that some things were not right, so I had to undo quite a bit, and now I'm going to do it again. It happens when you sew, these things happen. So I am going to sew all around again, and then I will zigzag the edge before I put the outer rim to, yeah, finish my bag, my hat. I sew so many bags that I start to talk about bags when I am making a hat. Okay, so now I am going to sew it again. Don't put too much thread. I will try and sew straight now. Sometimes you may have to just snip a little bit to give the fabric a bit of space. It's quite hot, eh? So I've come full circle, I think. Good. I think I am much happier now. Looks a lot tidier and better job now. Yeah, there we go. And it looks a lot better. If I take the pins out, it will be even better. All right, so there is my little, oh, that looks really good. I like that. So now I am going to attach the outer rim before I sew everything together. I will zigzag the edges after I have attached that bit, because then I think it makes sense. All right, I have to find it. Here we go. Good. There we go. We put nice seam to seam, tidy. I have quite a lot of fabric all together now, so I have to be very careful that I don't break any pins, but it should be all right. If need be, we clip the edges also to give everything a good hold. Now this bit here, I need to make sure that I get it really well. When I get there, I'll snip the edges along here to help. There we go. Now that should be right. Go and do the same all around, I think. When you're sewing a hat, this is what I have learned. To snip the edges there where you have all your curves, it helps the fabric to not be so tense when you are sewing. So it helps everything to sew flat and nice. So that is what I am doing. Yeah. Otherwise you tend to have, you know, how you sew and then something folds and then you sew it in and doesn't look nice afterwards. So just clip a little bit on your fabric on the edge. Yeah, so I've done that. I will continue to pin. Pinning is very important here, I think, because you really do want to make sure that everything is really sitting nicely. So pin by all means. As many pins as you need. That's, yeah. There we go. So I've pinned it all nicely. So I'm going to now sew it all around. I have pinned it put the pins far enough so that I don't have to take them out as I sew. So going to take this pin out because it's too close. This one too. So that is done. I'm first going to just take all the pins out, have a look to see if I have not messed up anything before I zigzag, in case I have to undo something again. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Look what I have done. I have gone and sewn this the wrong side. I should have. So I have to undo this. Ugh, sometimes. Ay. All right. So I have gone and undone quite a lot of it. A lot of it, put it back together. I have my beautiful hole here for my hair, and put it all together. Now I am going to put a bias tape around the edge here because I have sewn this together, so it's not very easy to sew it on the inside, but that's okay. Because I've put this hole in it, I've had to do it a whole different way than I normally would sew a hat, but I was experimenting and it works. I do have what I wanted, which is the hole. Now I am going to put a bias tape all around the edge, and then I will finish this hat, and yeah, I will show you the finished product. I'm going to do that off camera because yeah, otherwise this is going to be a very long video, but yeah, that is how far I have come. I will top stitch this bit that I have sewn together now, and then I will come back and show you the finished product. I'm quite happy. I will first go downstairs now and give it a really good press before I put the bias tape around it, and yeah, then I have a hat. Come summer, I am ready. Ooh la la, now that was a little bit of an adventure. So the hat is finished. It didn't quite turn out exactly how I wanted it. It's done very well. What I did want was to have black here and the fabric, the top and here looking the same, but somehow in my I don't know, whatever, to get this bit really done and nice, didn't think about it. In any case, it's done, and I am really pleased with it. It looks like that on the inside. So I guess it's going to be just a one-sided one because I don't really want to have a black hat completely. Maybe I'll do another one some other time, but I'm so glad to have this. I've tried it on before I put the edge, and it works really well. And I didn't end up putting the bias on the end here. I just kind of folded it and sewed it down nicely. I hemmed it in. It was a little bit tedious, but it's done and it's very tidy. I love it. And I've stitched 3 lines of 3 lines of things. My words are all gone now. Top stitching on the top, and that list turns out really nice. I've also top stitched the rim and the brim together here as well. So I am so pleased. I really like it very much, and yeah, I will take it with me tomorrow when I am going away to my market, and I'll be out in the elements the whole day long. It's supposed to be a nice weather, sunshine, but like I said, I do wear hats to protect my face, protect my skin, and yeah. So thank you very much. If you see this video and you like it, and you enjoy spending the time with me listening. Maybe you get the idea to make yourself a hat. Yeah, click me a like. If you want to follow me, follow me. If you want to comment. But like I keep saying, if you're commenting, think about the fact that it does not really cost very much to be nice. Make a very useful comment, and a nice comment. If you must say something that is not nice, then don't say it. And I'm very happy to get lots of tips and good ideas. And yeah, but anyway, so that was that, and it turned out really well. I love the fabric. I still have some of it left. I may make another hat for somebody, or mix it with something else. We shall see. Thank you. Bye bye.